This is interesting. So the RNC has voted to boycott the biased Commission on Presidential Debates. This is kind of an ongoing story. I have been following it. Republican presidential candidates will no longer participate in debates hosted by the Commission on Presidential Debates. The RNC announced on Wednesday. I mean, it sets up the prospect that maybe there wouldn't be presidential debates. A subject I've been talking about on radio is how, in the context of the midterm elections, in the Senate elections, there are a lot of candidates who just will not debate. Herschel Walker didn't show up for a debate in Georgia. And the pattern is when a candidate is ahead, John Fetterman, a Democrat, doing the same thing in Pennsylvania. They don't want to risk their lead. They don't want to get hurt. What could possibly happen in a debate? Only that I will put my foot in my mouth and end up harming my prospects. But what's interesting to me is that when you read the stories, any of the stories about this subject, you'll see reference. For example, I am looking at Politico's coverage. One of the debate moderators, then C-SPAN host Steve Scully, was criticized as being biased by the Trump campaign, the RNC, and right-wing media because he had interned for then Senator Joe Biden when he was in college. Okay? Do you remember this? And Steve Scully is a friend. I love when he guest hosts for me here on POTUS. So maybe I'm biased for Steve. Steve Scully was, I think, 17 years old at American University, began interning for Republican John Hines. He's an Erie guy. And then interned for Joe Biden. I don't know if Steve was in the Washington semester program. I need to ask him because I was in the Washington semester program. And it's a bunch of college kids who come together at American University and get any internship they can get. I mean, the idea that Steve Scully, who is so down the middle, so measured, so fair, so nonpartisan, is the poster? Steve Scully? You've got to be blanking me. Surely there's another example you can find of a debate moderator who, had been politically active. But this is like the Republicans debating in Pennsylvania, where the Republicans had a primary debate, gubernatorial primary debate. You had to be a Republican, you had to be a Pennsylvania resident, and you could never have spoken ill of any of the candidates. I mean, this reminds me of the Russians saying that there was a storm that took down that ship. That's how nutty it is. Makes no sense.